Freedom House was created because of all of the challenges that I had dealt with in my own lifetime, as reference to, not having education, getting my kids taken from me, lack of money. And when I created Freedom House, I wanted it to represent all of those things that I became free of. So I was able to get a job. I went back to school, got my high school diploma, and then went on to Akron U. Got my kids back, and it freed me up from all of those negative consequences. If I really want to summarize it, that's why that name came about. The turning point in my life was when I came home. I had been on one of my binges, and my kids were all in the bed, and just the sadness of the way my kids looked. And I left out, went over to my father's house, and I just seen the despair. I had a moment of clarity, and I could actually see the despair in his face. And he said, I'm going to give you something to eat, but I will not give you any money. You look like you're about to disappear. That's how thin I had become. And that was the beginning of the end, that I went into treatment for my last time. The driving force for me was I worked at another organization, and I was able to see like that revolving door of the clients in and out, in and out. And I wanted to be a part of the community and give something back. We wanted to offer services that would assist the mothers in some of the challenges that they had encountered. And when I looked at it from a personal standpoint, I was angry, so we wanted to be able to offer anger management. I had dropped out of school, so that was a critical component to be able to offer GED services. Most moms need to be able to work to support their families if they're single parents. That was a challenge for me as well personally. And we wanted, in parenting, our family as a whole gets sick. So it's not just the person, it's the entire family system. So we wanted to be able to do services that will help the entire family. We literally opened the organization with $2,500 that was awarded to us by Nova. So we stepped out on a whole lot of faith and a whole lot of prayer. And I think that is like one of the greatest things that I could really say, and that I've had the opportunity to take this journey with some really good people that have helped support the organization, such as the University of Akron, Akron Metropolitan Housing, by sending referrals to us to help their families stay in their homes. Starting a nonprofit, a lot of people think that you're going to just get this grant. It's almost like going to the bank and they want to see, well, what do you have? You work a job, it's like collateral. So you got to build on that. You have to build your credibility. So this has been a journey in the fact that we've had to build it and get funders to believe in us.
Freedom House means a lot to me. I was sent here through AMHA because I was late on my rent. So they sent me here for budgeting classes. And when I got here, I was just like, I don't need this. I don't even know why I'm here. I had the attitude going on. You can even ask Miss Eva. But then as we sat down and talked more and more, she also explained to me that they can help me with a lot of different things other than just budgeting. It helped me redo my resume. I was also able to get on the internet and look for jobs. She also helped me with my cover letter and what to do during interviews. And we practiced a lot. When I had a interview for a job, I came here and she sat down with me and we went over questions that would be asked to me. So, Freedom House helped me out a lot.
I love Freedom House. What Freedom House means to me, it originally was like a safe haven. I had been to prison, gotten out, and wanted to continue my recovery. So, and also to get back to the community. So while I was in the Oriana House, I was searching to see where I could volunteer to give back. And Freedom House was on there. I came and Miss Moore interviewed me more or less, and then I came back. But originally it was for me, myself, as a safe haven. And then as I got here, every day that I came, I was learning something. I was learning how to maintain my recovery through the groups that she would have. I more or less, after that point, started to help her with whatever needs there was for Freedom House. But like I said, the original was for a safe haven for me. Freedom House has saved my life. I mean, I know without it, I would probably, like I said, be back out doing what I used to do. And, you know, that was not my desire when I left, you know, prison. I wanted to give back and I wanted to maintain my recovery. So yes, Freedom House has saved my life.
If you were sitting beside the Deborah of yesteryear, that was lost, what would you tell that Deborah?
I would tell her that she needed to seek help and that the place to go would be Freedom House, because she could become educated on the drugs. She could become educated on the anger that she felt. She can have the feeling of love that she lacked. I would also probably take her by the hand and bring her here to Freedom House myself, not knowing now what I know.